In July 2025, the Trump administration shocked the world by imposing sweeping tariffs, 35% on Canadian goods and 25% on Japanese imports, without warning. These broad tariffs shattered decades of economic partnership, sending global markets into turmoil and leaving allies scrambling for answers. The scale was unprecedented, redrawing North America's economic map and threatening Japan's export-driven model. Emergency meetings erupted worldwide as leaders debated whether to retaliate or find a quieter, strategic response. The choices made in these tense weeks would redefine alliances and set a new precedent for global trade. Canada responded not with retaliation, but with a quiet pivot, redirecting its trade focus from the US to Asia. Ottawa launched new trade deals, invested in West Coast ports, and built fresh supply chains to connect Canadian farmers and manufacturers with Asian markets. This was a massive, deliberate shift, decoupling from US dependence and betting on diversification for future prosperity. To shield its industries, Canada also imposed a 25% tariff on non-US steel, protecting domestic producers from global market shocks. The pivot signaled resilience and a refusal to be hostage to US policy. Canada's bold move is reshaping its economic destiny, proving that new partnerships can be forged when old ones falter. Japan's answer to US tariffs was quiet, strategic adaptation. Publicly, Tokyo maintained calm diplomacy, preserving its security alliance with the US behind the scenes. Japanese companies like Toyota and Honda accelerated plans to shift supply chains and sales toward Asia, Europe, and South America, reducing reliance on the US market. Electronics firms diversified suppliers, while the government deepened trade ties with the EU and Southeast Asia. This dual strategy, diplomatic on the surface, transformative underneath, aimed to insulate Japan from future shocks. Japan avoided open conflict, but its economic independence grew stronger. The nation is quietly charting a new, less US-centric course for its future. The tariffs meant to protect US industries quickly backfired. American companies faced soaring costs. Alcoa alone lost $115 million in a single quarter due to Canadian tariffs. Automakers and small businesses alike struggled with higher prices and supply chain chaos, chilling investment and planning. Meanwhile, as Canada and Japan found new partners, US exporters lost access to once reliable markets. Each new trade route bypassing America meant permanent loss of influence and opportunity. The policy designed to shield the US instead isolated it, accelerating a global shift away from American economic leadership. Canada and Japan's responses are now a global playbook. Adapt quietly, diversify trade, and avoid open conflict with the US. Nations worldwide are building new alliances and regional supply chains, reducing dependence on American markets. The European Union, South Korea, and India are all quietly preparing their own pivots. Trust in the US as a reliable partner is eroding, and with it, American influence. The world is moving toward a multipolar economy, with power spread across new centers. Canada and Japan have shown that resilience and adaptation can secure a nation's future. The question now, can trust and stable partnerships be rebuilt in this new era of global trade?